Hi everyone, do you know that song, I'm Singing in the Rain? Well, I used to love that song and I still do. But sometimes I think it's almost about singing in your tears. Well, I want you to have a listen. I'm going to talk to Amy and James, really, young couple. And James has a very serious brain tumour, plural, and in their just beginning their second year of marriage. So I think they have some wise words for us. Aim, I gave an introduction about singing in the rain, which I think is not something that you're thinking about a lot at the moment. Just tell me a little bit about what's happening in your life and your wonderful husband, James. Just tell the camera.
Well, James is seriously ill, which was a surprise because when we got married I thought he was the healthiest person I knew. And it turns out right now he's not. And we don't really know what's happening each day, and it's pretty tough. I think we are both learning a lot about life and facing things that are very difficult to face, like death, and it makes you change your perspective about everything pretty much instantaneously, and it makes you value every moment that you have with somebody or during your day, so you don't take anything for granted anymore.
Tell me about some of your bad days.
I think the bad days are when you feel hopeless, and when you feel hopeless it's difficult to actually get yourself to do anything. But I found just doing daily routine things like washing up can be surprisingly helpful, which I never thought would be true. And the other days that are bad are when you worry about what's going to happen next and think the worst.
Amy, so why do you keep going? You talked about no option days.
I think this is the first time in our lives that we've had a situation where we haven't got a choice about dealing with something. So when you have an illness, you can only keep going. Sometimes we talk about it like a tunnel. We feel like we're in a tunnel and we have to just keep going forward because it's the only way to get out of the tunnel.
What could other people do? Because sometimes I guess people ask you, what can we do? What can I do to help?
I think for me, what I found is that if you bring life down to just the very moment by moment, you have everything you need just to get through that one moment, and you can do it. You will always have everything you need, just you can't look too far ahead and worry, will I be able to do this? Will I have this? If you just take right now and you think, can I get through the next 5 minutes? Then the answer so far has been yes. And each 5 minutes adds up to a day, and each day adds up to a week, and then you just keep going.
James is a kind of endurance runner, hey?
Yeah.
And he's an endurance personality too, that's what I think.
Yep.
Full of life and power.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hold on to that?
Yes, he's the reason I'm keeping going, I think. And hopefully I'm the reason he's keeping going. But I think that everybody has somebody in their lives that they want to keep going for.
Amy, thank you. I know the world seems in a pretty mixed up state. What has COVID meant for you? You know, what limitations has it brought? How has it affected, you know, this journey that you two cling to each other and facing every day?
What's COVID meant to our lives? I think a different experience to most people around, which it was a sort of a background detail to us because we felt like we were facing something much scarier and much more immediate. And
going to the hospital every day? How was that?
It was difficult because one of the things that's most helped us through our experience has been the love and care and support and visits and meals from people. And with COVID we felt very cut off and very lonely, but it did make the driving easier because the traffic was so scarce. Yeah.
I remember it was your first wedding anniversary in the middle of the lockdown, level 4. Tell us about that. What a terrible day.
I think we were just grateful that we had each other, which is probably what your wedding anniversary should be about. But we couldn't do anything. We just had a normal day, and I think we both thought back to a year ago and felt a bit disappointed that on our first wedding anniversary we were facing so many difficulties and we couldn't even celebrate because we weren't even able to get a takeaway. So we just had dinner at home, which I cooked, and yeah.
Amy, a whole world of people love you and James dearly. We wish we could do more, and we can't, but we do pray for you and think about you both in the most purest way, I think. We imagine you whole again together, and we cling to that. So if this is a help to anybody in Pauline's place, with whatever you're going through, look at this face. And if you saw James's face, I'll show you one of him in hospital. It will inspire you.
He's inspired me every single day.